kids, how are you? I hope that you will be fine and happy. Today we will read this chapter Human Resources. Okay, so let's start now this chapter case. Human resources is considered as the world greatest resources. जो human resources संसाधन है वो एक विश्व का सबसे बड़ा संसाधन में से एक है. People are the valuable assets of a country like any other natural resources. जो लोग हैं वो भी इतनी बहुमूल्य हैं जैसे एक देश के लिए संसाधन जरूरी होते हैं ऐसी पीपल भी जरूरी है. It is the people only who work on the natural resource of a country. तथा कि जो मनुष्य है वो भी प्राकृतिक संसाधन की तरह ही कार्य करते हैं to produce the wealth required, जो धन कमाने में लगे रहते हैं for the development करते हैं to their of their countries. The development of a country is determined by the proper skill development of the people of that country. Okay, the development of a country rests very much on the qualitative development of the population. यहाँ तक कि जो कंट्री का डेवलपमेंट होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्वालिटेटिव डेवलपमेंट होता है ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन का एंड नॉट ओनली क्वांटिटेटिव डेवलपमेंट. ओके, द एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन एंड द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ द गुड्स इन द इंडस्ट्रीज आर पॉसिबल. यहाँ तक कि कृषि के उत्पादन और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फूड्स गुड्स में जो सबसे ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण रोल प्ले करता है ओनली ड्यू टू द ह्यूमन फोर्स द्वारा. अराउंड द वर्ल्ड द नंबर स्ट्रक्चर्स types of the population are not the same. As a result, the natural resources have not been properly exploited in those countries which are underpopulated and not so skilled. Okay, chale. If we go through the map of the world, Northern Hemisphere contributes to about 90% of the world's population. Most of the world population lives in continent of Asia and Europe. Australia, Africa and the South America are the least populated continents. Okay, चलिए population composition है. The total population structures with diverse aspects like age group, rural urban population working in the dependent populations and literacy are brought under considerations in population composition. In local area, destiny of the population is altered because of the migration of the populated people also. जब लोगों का अधिक से अधिक जैसे कि अब घनत्व बढ़ जाता है तो लोग पलायन करना शुरू कर देते हैं. Density of the population is the average number of the person. यहाँ तक कि एक सीमित जमीन पर एक सीमित लोग ही रह सकते हैं. In 1 square kilometer of land area पर the people persons living on the urban area. लेकिन अर्बन एरिया में जो लोग होते हैं फ्रॉम अर्बन पॉपुलेशन जो शहरी जनसंख्या को बढ़ाती है while the total number of the person living से रूरल एरियाज आर कॉल्ड रूरल पॉपुलेशन. ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों के बजाय शहरी क्षेत्रों में लोग 1 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर पर ज़्यादा लोग रहते हैं. But the peoples of these two areas have their different occupations. Person engaged in the some useful occupations for earning their lives. क्योंकि गांव को छोड़कर सब लोग शहर में जाकर अपने जीवन यापन शुरू कर देते हैं. As known the working population में they are also known as the productive population. ऐसे लोग ऐसी जनसंख्या जो शहरों में जाकर कार्य में लगी हुई है उसे हम प्रोडक्टिव पॉपुलेशन कहते हैं. Persons who are not engaged in any productive activities to earn their living are dependent on others are known as the dependent populations. In the rural area, the chief occupations of people are agriculture. जो chief occupations होता है जैसे agriculture में, animal husbandry में, dairy farming में, etc. While the people of the urban areas are mainly engaged in the occupations of secondary and tertiary sectors. Okay, till as far as the working population is concerned, which is another important aspect of population's composition. It means those people who are engaged in earning money. In comparison to the developing countries, the percentage of the working population. यहाँ तक कि शहरों में रहने वाली अधिक से अधिक जनसंख्या लिए भी कहना तो देखा जाए कि उसमें अधिक जनसंख्या वर्णी पॉपुलेशन है इज हायर इन द डेवलप्ड कंट्री, जो कि देश को विकास में सहायक है। जनरली द पीपल बिटवीन द एज ग्रुप, मुख्य रूप से वहाँ पर एज ग्रुप है 20 से 60 के मिड। ये सर कैटेगराइज्ड एज वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन, जो कार्य में संलग्न है, वो 20 से 60 साल के मिड है। फिजिकली चैलेंज जैसे सिक, एज एंड द चिल्ड्रन आर रिगार्डेड एज डिपेंडेंट पॉपुलेशन। Male female ratio called sex ratio is another aspect of population composition. Male or the female ratio displays the total number of females per 1,000 males. In 2001 in Bharat, this ratio was 933 in males against 1,000 males. Age group structure is an important aspect of the population composition. It has been concluded in a study that in developing century, number of the people is large in the age group. यहाँ तक कि जो लोगों का जो नंबर है वो एज ग्रुप का कितना है 0 से 14 years and very small in the age group of the 50 to 60 years above. In dependent countries, the population distributions is almost uniform as lower age group and the higher age group. इसलिए पॉपुलेशन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को दो भागों में बांटा गया है, हायर एज ग्रुप और लोअर एज ग्रुप में। ओके, चलिए डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन एंड इट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस। डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन रेफर्स टू द एवरेज नंबर्स ऑफ द पर्सन्स लिविंग इन 1 square of the land area. The population distribution is not the same all over the world. It is uneven. For this, a number of the cases are responsible, such as availability of the resources, suitable climate, supply of water, level trains, etc. Asia and the Europe are two of the world's largest populated continents. China is the world's largest populated country. Bharat occupies the second position in the world in this regards. China and the Bharat are the two countries with a population of more than 1 billion each. Okay. चलिए, वर्ल्ड्स मोस्ट पॉपुलेटेड कंट्रीज हैं। टू नो द डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, इट कैन बी डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 कैटेगरीज। नंबर फर्स्ट, एरिया ऑफ द हाई डेंसिटी, एरिया ऑफ द मीडियम डेंसिटी, एरिया ऑफ द लो डेंसिटी। ओके, चलिए, एरिया ऑफ द हाई डेंसिटी है द कंट्रीज विच हैव द डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन मोर देन 100 persons per square kilometer are known as the area of the high density of populations. There are 4 such regions of high density of population in the world. These are China, Japan, Philippines, Korea in East Asia. These countries together form about 1/4 of the total population of the world. Further, there are the Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bharat, Nepal, Pakistan, etc. These are the countries of South Asia. Bharati constitute the highest population in South Asia. The Bharati coastal plains are the northern plains are fertile, have the highest population density. Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, and Vietnam are the countries of Southeast Asia. These countries have the high population density. Okay. आगे है बेटे, Belgium, Poland, Netherlands, Germany, France are the countries of Northwestern and Central Europe. These countries are world's highly industrialized country. Here live the world's 1/6 of total populations. Further in the eastern coast of the North America, there is high density of population because these areas have fertile soil, favorable climate, minerals deposit, and good network of roads, railways, and canals. Another cause of the high density here is that the immigrants from Europe came and made their settlement first in his part of the North America. Okay, next is areas of the medium density. Those areas which have the density of the population between 50 to 100% per square kilometer falls in this category. Okay, चलिए, area which have medium density are around coastal area of the South Africa, Serbian region, in the Russia, most of Europe countries, Mexico, coastal area of the South America and coastal area of Eastern Australia. The reason behind the high density of population, जो सबसे ज़्यादा high density है is normal extents of the factor of putting down डेंसिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन। अधिक जनसंख्या होने के कारण जो क्लाइमेट होते हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रभाव कारक है। ओके, चलिए, एरियाज ऑफ द लो डेंसिटी, जहाँ पे कम जनसंख्या पाई जाती है वो एरिया है। अंडर एरिया ऑफ द लो डेंसिटी पॉपुलेशन दोज कंट्रीज आर इंक्लूडेड व्हिच हैव लेस 50 पर्सन्स पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर। पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर पर लगभग 50 व्यक्ति रहते हैं। दिस इज द टुंड्रा रीजन विच हैज़ वेरी लो टेम्परेचर, वहाँ का टेम्परेचर लो है टुंड्रा प्रदेश का। These areas are low density only because the areas are too cold. वहाँ पर too cold से human habitations के लिए। Here is the remains cold for most part of the year. पूरी साल वर्ष पर ठंड रहती है। The rain is less here, which is not favorable for the growth of the thick vegetation. Only scattered nomadic peoples like Eskimo are found there. Northern parts of the Canada, Eurasia, and the Greenland are too cold, and the Antarctica is totally avoid any human inhabitations. Equatorial region of the Amazon and the Congo basin are generally unfavorable for settlement due to high temperature, heavy rains, hot as well as the humid climate. In the tropic and the temperature deserts, the absence of the water prevents growth of the vegetations. Temperate desert like the Gobi are also very thinly populated. Sahara and the Kalahari Desert in Africa, Arabian Thar in the Atacama Desert, a Greek Australian Desert are very thinly populated region of the world. इन प्रदेशों में सबसे कम जनसंख्या वाली ये क्षेत्र है। यहाँ पे जनसंख्या का औसत बहुत कम है। Size and the density of population in भारत, we have a look at population of भारत। यदि हम भारत की population देखें, according to the census 2001 के according the average density of the population is 324 per square kilometer. In 901 में population of भारत की 238.4 million, which increased fourfold by 2001. Average density of the population in Bharat is as follows. Based on the density of the population, Bharat can be divided into, number first है area of high density, area of moderate and the modern medium density, and area of low density. Okay, चलिए, area of the high density है. These areas have very highly fertile land. The alluvial plains of the northern Bharat along with the coastal plains are very densely populated. The state which comes under the alluvial plain, जहाँ पर समतल और जो उपजाऊ जमीन होते हैं वहाँ सबसे अधिक जनसंख्या पाई जाती है। ऑफ नॉर्दर्न भारत आर जैसे उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, झारखंड, पंजाब, दिल्ली, हरियाणा, वेस्ट बंगाल। इन द नॉर्थ एंड द कोस्टल एरियाज ऑफ गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, केरला, कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु, आंध्र प्रदेश एंड ओडिशा इन द साउथ। The density of the population in these plains are about 200 and above people per square kilometer. Okay. चलिए, areas of the moderate density हैं. The moderate density of the population is found in the region of the peninsular plateau. मध्य प्रदेश, ईस्टर्न राजस्थान, आंध्र प्रदेश, ओडिशा, तमिलनाडु, असम, त्रिपुरा, उत्तरांचल एंड हिमाचल प्रदेश. ओके, चलिए, एरिया ऑफ द लो डेंसिटी है. The area of the low density are hilly area in northwest and the northeast states. In these area they are the dense forest क्योंकि वहाँ पे घनी जन है, adverse climate है, condition है, rugged and the sandy desert है and undeveloped infrastructures है. For all these reasons we find thin settlement in these area. Arunachal Pradesh, western part of Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir are very thinly populated. Okay. चलिए, factors affecting distributions and the density of population. There are so many factors which affect the distributions and density of the population. These factors are the Relief features availability of water, climate, and fertile soil. Relief features हैं people choose to live in those areas where natural conditions favor human activity. The topography, as on the mountains and many high plateaus, are less favorable for human settlement due to their uneven and developed surface. Tibet, Andes, Rockies, and Himalayas. Transport facility is not available or very limited. In these areas, agriculture activities are also impossible. Here, we find thick populated in those areas where climate is favorable for human settlement. Climate has direct influence and the extensive heat, cold, or dryness also restrict upon density. In very cold polar region, the climate does not attract the people for settlement purpose. This is the reason that there is no human settlement found here. Hot areas are also not fit for human settlement due to very hot climate. चलिए वाटर सप्लाई है पोस्ट ह्यूमन सेटलमेंट सबसे पहले मनुष्य सेटलमेंट का जो इम्पोर्टेंस है वो है रिवर साइड अलोंग लिविंग थिंग्स रिक्वायर्ड इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ द वाटर. ये भी पानी की उपस्थिति ना हो तो एग्रीकल्चर इज नॉट पॉसिबल एंड विदाउट क्रॉप्स वी लिव देयर बी नथिंग टू सर्वाइव. There is no life without water, so the availability of the water plays a significant role in the attracting the peoples for the purpose of the developing settlement. Okay, check it. Next of fertile soil and the minerals. We find thick population in the areas of the fertile lands are fertile soil. Agriculture is possible only in the fertile soil. This is the reason that the fertile soil have high density of population. Besides the above mentioned factor, there is so many socio-economic factors and geographical factors which largely influence the density of population. Minerals also have attacked the human concentrations in the density of the population. The loss of the technological development has also been significant. Okay. Now, kids, this chapter will be completed. I hope that you understood that. Thank you. Have a nice day.